Thank you very much, Dr. Devdutt. Good morning, everybody. Today is a very important day for Indian education ecosystem. We all are celebrating a day when 1 year of a very inspiring, ambitious vision document has been completed. On 29 July 2020, National Education Policy was declared after 34 years. I congratulate all the vice chancellors, those who have joined us today. The Vice Chancellor of Shobit Deemed University, Professor A.P. Garg, Professor Ranjit Singh of Shobit University, Gangu, and all other eminent members of today's deliberation. That new education policy has given us to think beyond what we were doing otherwise.
Common minimum syllabus.
When there is
Science के जो कुछ भी लिखा है,
a new vision document, definitely there are new possibilities and challenges both. And today, as Shobit University has taken an initiative to discuss that after 1 year, what are the challenges and opportunities for implementation of this policy? The first opportunity is that we all have come together. All those who are working in silo, they have come together. And today I see that this is maybe first time that the vice chancellors of all the universities of historical city of Meerut are together. All 5 universities, all vice chancellors. And this is one of the agenda of this policy. Collective wisdom has to be there. We have to work collectively. When they talk about multidisciplinary approach in the course curriculum, the same way they talk about that the nation has to come together and the clusters have to be made where we can do research together, where we can discuss and deliberate together, and where we can jointly empower the nation through education. So I congratulate and compliment everybody for sparing time for joining us today on this occasion. When I look at the challenges, generally what happens when a policy comes, so implementation depends on the stakeholders. And education is such a vast area that there are so many stakeholders involved that everybody is translating this education policy in their own way. People are taking it, if I look at the bureaucracy, they are taking it in their own way. If I look at the policymakers, they are taking it in their own way. When I look at the vice chancellors of state universities, they have their own limitations. They are looking into their own way. When I look at the universities, self-funded universities, they have their own view towards the policy. A cohesive learning is not happening. However, in last 1 year, the government, Honorable Minister of Education, and other people, they provided so much learning, but due to COVID environment, everything was online. We had opportunity to have the Honorable Minister of Education 4 times on our different platforms. But every time what was happening that yes, it was more a monologue than a dialogue. But today I am sure that it will be a dialogue, a discussion, and we will find, at least for Meerut and Uttar Pradesh, a translation of this policy, how to execute it together in a better way. When I look at the government, many of the people, they thought, okay, this policy talks about credit transfer, for example. So what the challenge came? They decided that the university should have a minimum common syllabus. And this minimum common syllabus means what? It will kill the innovation. It will kill the uniqueness, the unique vision of every university. It will kill many new initiatives what the universities want to take. In Uttar Pradesh also, I have seen that the government has suggested a minimum common syllabus, which is around 70% of the complete syllabus of many of the programs. I am happy that Lucknow University has refused to accept it. I wish others should also refuse it. Question is not that we are disobeying the system. Question is that we have to work with the spirit of this new education policy religiously. We have to understand that innovation does not happen when we copy each other. Everybody has to be innovative. When all of us will work in niche areas, and when multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary approach will be really there. From this platform, I am happy to share that in last 1 year in Shobhit University, a lot of experimentation has been done. Many of the experiments we did, we failed, but we are happy that we tried our best. And many of the experimentation, maximum of them, we tried and we passed. We are doing it now more rigorously and more effectively we will be doing it. Like in engineering education, for example, if I look at the new education policy, when they speak about two important things, one, industry orientation, two, multidisciplinary approach, along with possibility of giving those skills which are required by the industry, and a research possibility should be there in everything what you do. In Shobhit University, we have decided that in our every BTech program, we will give minor degrees. And those minor degrees are so multidisciplinary, so much work is there, and they are integrated with the industry so much that there is no way that required skills will not be gained by these students. There is no reason that a student will not have something beyond what they were getting a degree. They will have exposure. They will have a possibility to go for research. They will have a possibility to do a lot of other things. And these all experiments, I'm sure that every university must be doing. So today, what we are looking forward, one, to discuss, deliberate, and debate about the opportunities, what National Education Policy 2020 has given to all of us, and challenges what we all are having due to any reason, due to understanding of the bureaucrats, policymakers, or even our own understanding, what challenges we are having in implementing it. Today morning, I was discussing on some other platform about a very important issue, which I am sure on this platform also we should discuss, that what should be the priority in education: expansion of gross enrollment ratio or quality education. Because with the 26.3% gross enrollment ratio, going to 50% in higher education and 100% in school education, it's a big challenge. Yes, there are possibilities to use online education. There are possibilities to go with distance education. There are possibilities to increase the number of the student in every university. But if it is going to be a compromise with the quality education, because we need teachers, we need a new pedagogy, we need training for our teachers. We need a lot of human resource, infrastructure, investment, research funding. A lot of things are required, because I am afraid if only gross enrollment ratio will be expanded without maintaining the quality, if those degree holders will be relevant for the industry and the society, if they will become an asset for us or they will become a liability. So these all issues also need to be addressed. When we talk about research, and we emphasize that every university should do research. Yes, every university should do research, no doubt. But research needs infrastructure. Research needs investment. And that investment, research fund is there, a declared fund is there in the new education policy, but how disbursement of that fund will be there? How it will go to private players? Will it go or not? All these issues need to be addressed. I was happy that in the last budget speech, the Honorable Finance Minister, she was talking about clusters of educational and research institutions. She gave an example of Hyderabad that time. She said the institutions in the same area, they can come together and share their infrastructure and facilities for research, for innovation. Through this platform, I request all the vice chancellors of Meerut region, those who have joined us today. If we look at, we 5 universities have wonderful infrastructure. Every university must be having something unique, which other university may not be having. So if even we join hands, I know we can do wonders. And with the very competent and eminent leadership in all 5 universities, and plus other universities, those who have joined us. Shobhit University, Gango Vice Chancellor is there. Jaipur University Vice Chancellor is there. And a lady Vice Chancellor is also with us, Madam Dahiya. So if we all come together, even a small like a cluster we make, we can bring the change. And this possibility, what new education policy has given us, it will become an opportunity for all of us to ensure that our students become the best researchers, best innovators, best entrepreneurs, and best scholars. So I'm looking forward to listen to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us. And I'm sure that today's deliberation will give a new direction to everybody. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Shobhit University, empowering nation through education.